Hello, people on Periscope and everything like that. Was out here pretty much patronized in front of some of the businesses and stuff like that, spreading the word of my business and things like that. TLC, being able to promote it and stuff like that. One of the easiest parts I've been able to do so far has been able to just talk to people, right? So, just from my experience alone of myself, is being able to also have the products on hand. What I've come to see is that a lot of people want to see the products you have on hand. They want to be able to have a sample of what you have on hand as well, which is fine. My only obstacle so far has been being able to have that sample on hand. That sample on hand has been very important. Hello, Pro Master, how you doing? So what happens is, just from a learning experience, being able to spread to other people, is when you have those samples on hand, you're able to, I guess, give somebody a sample so they can be able to use that sample as well. What I've come up with, though, is a brochure or a binder of all the different products. I print off everything, put everything in a binder, laminate it and stuff like that, so that way when I come to these places right here, I can be able to sit down and show them a visual of everything that I have that's on hand. That visual that I forgot to bring with me today is that's my learning curve. It's been very helpful also in people being able to see the product, because a lot of times if people see something, they attach themselves more to what they see than what you say. So that visual aspect, that visualness, gives them the opportunity to see what you're talking about. Seeing what you're talking about, they're able to attach themselves to that product in their mind. It's hard to attach yourself to a product in their mind when you're talking to them about it. And then again, that visualness of attaching itself also goes over to kind of like an emotional connection that you're making too with the product, yourself, and that person. So you can talk about a product and how great it is and things like that. If you don't have those visual things on hand or that product on hand like that, people can automatically attach themselves to it, because they don't not so much trust in what you're saying, but there's a little bit more confidence in what they see. So that has been one of my learning curves as far as so far in TLC, and making sure that I remember to bring my binder with me with all my products in it. These are visuals. I need to also be able to get my stock on hand, because I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, can I have a sample? Can I use a sample of it? I haven't had a sample to give anybody. So it's hard to ask people to buy something or to invest in something if you don't have anything to give them back. And it's kind of like a trust thing. It's kind of like a exchange of trust, because on one hand, I'm gonna give you a sample of this, but I want you to try my stuff. So what a person usually will take that sample, they don't mind trying what you have, but when you give them that sample, it's like, okay, I have it. So obviously, what he's saying, I'm gonna try what he's saying and see how it works for me and things like that. So so far for me, as far as teaching myself in a way, because everybody's experiences is different. I'm just looking right here. I'm just standing right here. I do this a lot of times. I stand right here, kind of like outside my complex, and I count the cars that go by. And already, within the first, this little bit of 10 minutes right here, I've already counted 100 vehicles that drove by. And then I count how many people live in my apartment complex. That's 96 apartments. So just, you talking about my complex, 96 people, 96 potential customers. Let's say I get 10 or 12 out there 96. Then of the people driving by here, it's 100 people. That's 100 cars in 10 minutes. So you just say within an hour, you may have anywhere from 400, 500, 600 cars that actually drive by here. So I think, just being able to have something visual people can look at, not may have advertising, but something people say, oh, okay, they attach themselves to. We always attach ourselves to a product that we see. Very little do we attach our product to a product that we hear, because we don't know. We can't look at it, can't see it. We can't visually judge it for ourselves, which a lot of times what we do. We visually judge stuff when we see it for ourselves. So that's one of the learning curves that I definitely have picked up on today. And this past week, I have done very well with getting people on the phone, with talking to people, and people being able to say, okay, yeah, I'll try your product out. Let me try your product. Let me try your product. One of the things that they also have wanted me to do was they wanted me to say, okay, hey, why don't you do you have a sample? You have something I can use, something I can look at, something I can what's that? So I need to have that as well, a sample. So samples, and they want me to have flyers and business cards, something to give them, something, you know, because a business card, I still have my the guy who introduced me, Coach Wilson. I still got Coach Wilson's business card. Matter of fact, hold on one second, let me pull it out. I have his right here in my wallet. Matter of fact, I just looked at it a second ago. Sorry, camera, but just stay on track. Coach Wilson's business card, right? I have it. It's nice, shiny, a little glossy. Kept it with me. What I did when he talked to me, he gave me his business card, was I attached myself to what he was saying because he had a business card. So, you know, everything's a learning curve. I think we all should, you know, take off each other and learn from each other and stuff like that, because, you know, everybody gonna have a different experience or something they can always teach you and things like that. So, I'm gonna definitely make sure that I have my business cards with me. Make sure I have those things with me and stuff like that. So, flyers, business cards, and my binder with all the products in it, so people can look at it. So people can definitely look down and see it for what it is. And you know, that's just me passing on a little of my experience in this business, just starting out. I think I've only been in so far July 30th, so I can say what, 2 weeks. I can give myself 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks time frame, you know, I've had success. I've had some success. I've also had some learning curves, which is great. Nothing wrong with learning, right? So this is DB signing off to you.